So if you want to pull up that SPY chart I sent over.
Oh, I got it.
All right. So the reason I'm bringing this up is this past weekend I had a conversation with like a small business owner, and he was talking about how he couldn't wait for the next like Corona crash or pullback so he would load up on stock. And I asked him like, oh, well, did you load up in March and February? And he's like, oh no, I was terrified. I was trying to get out of the market. So I was like, oh, well, if you want to buy the next time, but you didn't buy it the previous pullback, like why didn't you do it this time? And he had the puzzled excuse of like, I don't know, but I'm going to do it, which he probably is not going to. But that led me to this point where when the market's back at these prior highs, most are, again, waiting for that drop. When it happens, no one sees it coming. And that's when we can measure these pullbacks, and again, or crash, whatever you want to call it. Typically, the measure moves.
That shit was a crash. That shit was a crash.
That's what we call it a crash. Pullback. So if we measure that crash, that measured move.
That controlled 30% 3-week pullback.
So we can measure that move from a technical aspect. Usually the breakout tends to be that similar move. So like for me, looking at that crash, I would see the SPY going to about 460 in time. Maybe it takes a year, 2 years, but how drastic that pullback was, that next potential breakout through those highs, that's the move that I would expect to see. But again, that's just a more longer term thing. That's something that's going to happen in a week or a month or a year, but that's the longer term target that I'm keeping an eye. A little bit more shorter term, if you pull up that IBB chart, we saw today the semis and bios have been leading the market higher during this recent rally, where utilities, REITs, casinos, and cruise liners have been getting absolutely destroyed. So my focus for the next week and going forward is going to be on the semiconductors as well as the biotechs.